Well, hello everyone! This is Whalerinth here, commentating the race between Eman43 and Den. I believe our runners will be getting ready in just a moment to start this race. And off they go. It appears they're a little bit desynced, but hopefully that'll be sorted out in just a few moments here. All right, so I guess a little bit of background on the runners. I actually don't know anything about Eman43. I'm not quite sure how new of a runner Eman is, so I don't really have much to say about Eman. But Den actually PB'd earlier today, so this will be a very interesting race, considering Den should be in top form. Or was it today or yesterday? I think it might have been yesterday. Either way, I think we'll be in it for a pretty good race. Alright, so Brinstar is most certainly the most frustrating, agonizing part of the game. A lot of vertical movement. Vertical movement is the most difficult type of movement because of how the platforming works in this game. Air time is a really, really big deal since every frame you spend in the air, you're losing some horizontal distance. And of course, if you jump too high, then you're losing frames to falling. So you'll see them try and navigate through the climbs pretty quickly and very cleanly. But basically, the concept of zero emission is platforming exclusively decides basically whether a runner is considered a top runner or a middle runner or a newer runner, so to speak. Because that's how big of a deal platforming is in this game. Anyways, Den's picking up the missiles now. He's now, or I guess he may attempt the double on the worm, where he will have to fire 2 missiles into the worm's eye on the same frame to skip a cycle. We can see that Den's not going for it. It's sort of risky if you're not confident in your ability to do the double, because it is frame perfect, but there are 4 frames for you to do the trick. We can see Den is getting quite a few missile drops, which are really, really important earlier on, especially considering he's coming up to the hive room. Hive room can be pretty dangerous if you don't know what we're doing, but there was a pretty simple strat. You can even see Eman's going back to collect the missile to guarantee the 4-missile hive room. Den's taking a few hits here in hive room, but that's no worries. He'll have an E-tank in just a moment. Yeah, but the main I don't think you lured all the bugs, Den. Alright, you didn't get trolled though. You're doing fine. So let's see how Eman handles this hive room here. He's got all the missiles he needs, but it appears Eman is lagging out a little bit here. Alright, so Alright, it seems Eman took a slightly different hive room strat. Den's about to pick up the bombs. Bombs are, I guess, a really, really important upgrade to have. They let you access the other parts of the game, which would either be Crate or Norfair, depending on which route our runners choose to take. Crate first isn't that much slower, but it's certainly a risky play, considering how much more difficult the area comes. But it does give you access to a speed booster early, which lets you pick up some nice upgrades, such as the super missiles, earlier than you might ordinarily pick them up. But the downside is you have to sit through an extra cutscene. I imagine we'll be seeing both of our runners just head down to Norfair and pull classic any percent. Eman's about to have his hand at the bomb upgrade. Alright, so Den doing an interesting set of wall jumps. A little bit differently from how you traditionally see that room. Eman's going to be dealing with the bugs here. The door doesn't open until you kill them all, so hopefully he'll get some good RNG with his bug placement. Got trolled a little bit there at the end, but not too terrible. You can see Den is, in fact, going down to Norfair. He'll probably pick up the Charge Beam. Charge Beam helps a lot with killing enemies. It's a little bit slower to grab, but Pseudo Screw really, really makes a lot of areas, endgame in particular, as well as the Disgiga room and Side Hopper rooms, a lot easier to handle. Also makes it a little easier to collect some drops from enemies, since you can just Pseudo Screw them. Alrighty, so Eman43 is about to head down to Norfair, where he will also be picking up the Charge Beam. Alright, Den is slowly making his way over to Criteria, where we will be seeing all sorts of different things. This is a small detour that we take because there is a vine over in the right half of Norfair preventing us from accessing the entrance to Ridley. This vine disappears upon collecting the power group, but we can't get to power group without first collecting this unknown item. I say it's an unknown item because I don't know what it is. Apparently it's incompatible with our current suit. Alright, so with a Plasma Beam in tow, Den will now pick up this missile tank and head over to a power group, where from there he will head down back into Norfair and make his way towards the Ice Beam. He's a little bit low on ammo, and he's certainly low on health, so I can't imagine he'll be going for refill skip if he can't get a large health in the near future. Eman has apparently taken quite a bit of damage in Norfair, so that'll absolutely be a heal at Ice Beam. I see no way that. I mean, you could really risk it for the biscuit, but I can't imagine with that low health and that low missiles that you can skip the heal. Den is at the end of Criteria now. Just a few more rooms, and we'll be seeing Norfair again. Then don't waste your missiles. It's still early, but Den has taken a pretty commanding lead at this point. I think Eman will need to pull some movement and pull some strings here if there is to be a lead change. Alright, so the second trip to Norfair is a little bit more difficult than the first. You'll be running into Novas, these weird thingies that shoot stuff at you. They always drop missiles. I actually have no clue what they're called. And pipe bugs. Yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, I guess you'll be seeing some vines too. But the platforming is a little bit more difficult, and you have some tricks you need to do. But the true difficulty of Norfair lies within its boss fight at the end, which is the Imago Cocoon, or the Kirugiru. The Kirugiru is a rough fight. I'll talk about it when Den gets there, but for now, he's just going to be making his way over to the Ice Beam. I can't imagine that he's going to skip the heal. Alright, so now Den has full health, full ammo. We don't need to really worry about him for a little bit. Eman will also be making the Ice Beam the next destination. Ice Beam is required for the Metroids, obviously. You don't get power bombs in this game. Then showcasing a nice bomb jump over the statue. If you accidentally mess that up, you will be losing 30 seconds as you see two map transitions, since that statue wants to show you the speed booster in Kraid. The developer intended shortcut that Den is currently showing us lets us get down to Ridley really early. This game actually has a lot of really, really cool shortcuts that let you get from area to area really, really quickly. Den is going to leave that missile for later. Certainly the faster, smarter decision, given his ammo count. This is Vine Room. He's going to be trying very, very hard to pick up all these missile drops so that he can fight this Cocoon. This is the aforementioned boss fight. So Cocoon is very, very interesting. There's a Flying Ripper, which you need to shoot to be able to freeze. There are 3 vines on either side. Each one takes 3 hits, so a total of 18 missiles for the 6 vines. These wall jumps that Den is showing off can be pretty rough because the spores can really mess with your ability to aim properly. Optimally, you'll never see the Ripper hit the left side of the map. It's probably the hardest boss fight in the game. I don't think there's really any other boss that's as difficult. Cocoon can really, really mess up your day. If you don't know how to properly fight it, then it can lose you a lot of time. Eman will now have an opportunity to show off the Cocoon skills. You're really low on missiles. I would have considered grabbing the extra missile tank early. Did you skip the heal? I didn't quite catch whether you healed at Ice Beam, but you're really, really low on ammo. Yikes. You're going to do a lot of farming. So, like I said, Cocoon takes 18 missiles. Eman's only at 10, so we will be seeing some farming of the spores. Den's now in Ridley. Ridley has this Disgiga room that Den is about to enter. The Disgigas do about 30 damage, and there are a lot of them, so you need to properly freeze the Disgigas with your charge beam and freeze the pipe bugs to safely get across. Den took quite a few hits, but he's got more than enough health. There was another Disgiga room just ahead after this pillar. Den's taken a slower strat to guarantee the fact that he doesn't fall. If you do fall, there is a backup where you can wall jump on to where I guess you will wall jump off of the crumble blocks to get back up, but that's really slow and really difficult. Otherwise, you just got to go around. So Den picked up the supers. There will be 3 super pickups along the course of this run. There's you want 6 supers because the final boss has a 5 supers and 4 missiles worth of health. This is the second super missile tank. After this, Den will be heading down to fight the first full boss of the game, I should say, Ridley. These orbs are actually on a timer. They're not really random, so to speak, like most enemies in the game. If you play the room really, really well, you won't really have any of the orbs bother you. And it'll be a pretty easy room. Oh, it seems Eman is not quite confident in bomb jumping. You might want to shoot out the block. Alright, so Den's picking up the gravity suit. Yeah, okay. Smart choice. Den is not risking throwing a lead here. The E-Tank will reduce the heal time. It's a little bit slower to grab the E-Tank, but Ridley can easily kill you, as we've seen in quite a few of these races, if you are not careful. Eman's now going through the Disgiga room while Ridley is about to die on Den's side. A lot of the boss fights in this game are very, very, very short. The combination of having supers really early and just loads and loads of missiles really, really makes a lot of these bosses just a piece of cake. I think you froze that, yeah. So Den froze that enemy a little too low, so he needs to do some bomb jumps to get out of there. Eman is now picking up the supers, so he'll need to head right back to this Disgiga room, but he's pretty low on health. He'll need to be careful here, or else he'll die. Okay, he got a health drop. He should be fine. The orbs only do 18 damage. Oh no! Okay, Eman's going around. He's gonna need to be really careful. I imagine there'll be an E-Tank grab. for safety while Den is on his way out. I guess Eman wasn't confident in the backup strat for if you fall down in that room. It is actually pretty difficult if you don't have high jump. Dan apparently got really good drops from the from Ridley, so we don't need to see any farming of the owls. Alright, since Den's out of Ridley, he's going to be making his way up for, I guess, what will be the final detour. The high jump. High jump saves a lot of time since it increases your vertical mobility. Obviously, the amount of height you can jump, but it also increases the speed at which you move when jumping. So anytime you would do vertical movement, you're saving time due to moving through the air faster. That is also the last missile tank we will see, since you want 50 missiles and 6 supers come the final boss. The missiles being for Turian purposes. Alright, so now Eman will have a take at Ridley, then getting wrecked by the lava room. If you don't know how to properly do that room, coming back can be pretty difficult. We've actually seen a few strats in this tournament on how to do that room. Some have used a pseudo screw to kill that first enemy. Alright, Ridley. Not too bad of a fight, I would say. Pretty low on ammo. I really hope for the sake of RNG that we do get some super drops from this boss. Ouch! Oh my lord, that's really bad. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, but the casual super off the pipe bug! Den is now making his way through Brinstar, heading down to Kraid. Kraid is actually an extremely short area. Den will be performing a trick known to all as the Acid Worm Skip. It's kind of the defining feature of the any percent run. It is the gatekeeping trick that makes people not want to run this category, because if you mess it up, you lose 30 or 40 seconds, and it's not exactly easy by any means. As the name implies, you skip the Acid Worm. The Acid Worm lap takes about 1.5 to 2 minutes, which is about the time it would take you to mess up Acid Worm Skip 3 times. So if you've messed up Acid Worm Skip 3 times, it would have been faster to fight the worm. Let's see how, okay, he gets it first try. That should make him pretty happy. Shows how easy this trick is. Easy every time. While Eman is out of Ridley. He's got full supers, but really low on missiles. He's actually got the perfect number, if I recall correctly. Yeah, the perfect number of missiles. Oh no. Oh, okay, that actually works just fine. Alright, so Eman is now taking the lap to the detour to get over to high jump. While Den will be engaging this boss called Kraid, but don't blink or you might not see a fight. Oh no, Eman firing a super right at that enemy. Oh, and I guess I looked away, but Kraid is dead. Greg gets wrecked by 3 supers. All right, Den is on his way out of Kraid. We will be seeing a nice Shine Spark chain here, because unfortunately, since you didn't fight the Acid Worm, zip lines have not been activated, so you need this Shine Spark to get across this Rio room. If you're too slow, these 10 Ryus will murder you and knock you right down into the lava, though, so make sure you're quick with it. Den's dropping some wall jumps here, struggling to get out of Kraid. But now that both of the major bosses have been taken down, he can now enter the lair of the Mother Brain, known as Turian. Any percent Turian is probably the most dangerous section of the game. The Metroids can eat your brains out really, really quickly for breakfast, and they will enjoy them. Eman is now making a destination for Kraid. A beeline, I should say. They will actually be passing each other on this fall. Yep, there goes a high five. So, interestingly enough, Eman only has 2 E-Tanks. I guess Eman didn't grab the E-Tank behind Ridley. Bold plays. 2x is pretty reasonable, though. Let's see. He might go for the Acid Worm skip. While Den has a cutscene to enter Turian. I wonder if Den will go for Zeb skip. I think he's on PB pace. Oh no, Eman's falling in the lava. Acid Worm skip is really, really tough. You need to jump at just the right moment to grab that first block. Alright, so while Den is carefully making sure his ammo is high on both supers and missiles, Eman, I think the big struggle here is, unlike Super Metroid, you can't unmorph while you're at the ceiling, since your head goes up 1 block. It appears Eman's just going to go fight the Acid Worm. Alright, so Turian is difficult because, unlike in 100%, you don't really have a wide beam since you don't have wave. And you also have a really, really short beam. So the Metroids can very easily avoid your shots and grab you. But eventually, in the latter parts of Turian, they can really, really bunch up. Den is getting a lot of super drops. That's going to really help him out. Oh, he's just saving. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Okay, we are going to fight the Acid Worm. But yeah, for Turian, you really, really want to keep an eye out on your missile count. Because you do need max missiles come Mother Brain. Den probably should be picking up every missile drop he sees. That's a pretty lucky super drop. He is I can't blame him for using it here. However, I certainly say that it's never right to go below 2. Well, who cares what I think? He's getting super drops from every Metroid. Literally every Metroid. I think it's... I can't say he jumped the gun a little. He didn't want to pick up that super drop. Okay, he's not doing Zep Skip. He's just shooting the Zeps out. with that considered, he can either get really, really trolled by this. Okay! Who even... It doesn't matter what I'm saying. The king of super missiles right here. Super missiles are us. Emon's activating the zip lines, which means we'll see a fight with the acid worm here in just a moment. Let's see if Eman knows the proper way of dealing with acid worm. Oh, I guess we're not going to see because of lag. The slideshow stream, as I like to say. But we do get to see Den fight the mother brain. Okay, it appears that Eman does not know the proper way of dealing with the acid worm. Traditionally, you would want to jump into the lava. That way you won't see this lava rise that we're kind of seeing from Emon's screen. Oh lord, Den's falling into the lava, taking a dive, so to speak. All Emon's stuck in the acid. Not a bad mother brain fight from Den. Unfortunately, Emon's really getting trolled by the acid worm. All right. So Den is tied with my PB. He is on mid-41 pace right now. I believe he has a low 42? Maybe I believe he has a mid to low 42. He said that his goal was a 41, and so he absolutely may achieve that with this one run. Eman appears grab the... yeah. So Eman now has 3 tanks, same as Dan. We don't need to see the acid worm skip since we've activated zip lines. And shortly we will be seeing a crate fight from Emon's screen. Well, actually, I probably won't see it because I never see any of the crate fights. Alright, Eman picking up the space jump. I can't imagine we won't see a refill here. You need supers for crate. Oh, this is going to be an awkward crate fight with only 20 missiles. You're going to have a bad time. Wow, this luck from freezing every enemy. Oh, Emon's getting wrecked by the Rios. Oh my gosh, look at that RNG. Easy super drops. Easy super drops. So why do we refill again when every enemy's just going to give off supers? Alright, then appeared to have skipped the map. Oh no, Emon's firing supers at Kraid. Alright, nice skip by Den. Interestingly enough, all of these timers are on a schedule. So even if you exit one room, the timer continues throughout the room. So it's not separate, so to speak. Alright, so Eman is finally done with Kraid while Den is making his way through Suitless. Speed Booster is a very useful item. You'll see it used a few more times throughout this run, I think. Den is going to abuse another developer-intended shortcut to skip a little bit of a Suitless here. I wonder if Den knows fast searchlights. No, it appears he doesn't. Alright. Fast Searchlights is only about 2 seconds of time save. So, it's really, really risky. High risk, low reward, so to speak. But if you know what you're doing, Dan, jump out of that save point. You get 8 frames. So, it appears we are once again seeing a slideshow stream from Eman. So I will now give the den coverage for a while. But it appears Eman is now exiting crate dead of the Turian. Alright, we are at the halfway point, ladies and gentlemen. Doing great so far. We will be coming in contact with the pirate known as Roger here in a moment. Roger, the pirate that doesn't see you despite looking straight at you. Even takes a shot to the face. Eman going to the top of Brinstar refill. This room Den just passed through is actually a lot more difficult than it looks. It's really, really hard to start that wall jump streak. Alright, Samstrat. Den is taking some hits from the pirates! Oh boy. Eman is running straight past the Turian elevator. Struggling there. Did Den go for Samstrat? No, it does not appear he did. Alright, so Den is getting to the most difficult part of Suitless, while Eman is just starting 80% Turian, which, as I mentioned, is really, really rough if you don't know what you're doing. Not only can the Metroids end your day by eating out your brains, but ammo count is really, really important. Oh my gosh, Eman has refused to take these refills. Eman is heading back up to Brinstar? Do we want to heal now? Yeah, it appears Eman's going back to heal. I can't blame him for that. 80% Turian with 27 missiles and 0 supers is really dangerous. Den, don't die on me, please. Alright, so these pilot rooms are certainly the most difficult. If you don't know what you're doing, you will take a few hits from the pirates, and they do 100 damage each, so in Den's case, he only has 3 more hits. This room Den's about to enter is known as the Pirate Pit of Death. So there's a jumping sequence, or a wall jumping sequence here, where if you fall, you will fall into a pit of about 6 or 7 pirates, all wanting to slice you apart, one limb by one limb. Den is now entering Charlie, the Chozo Ghost, who gives you the fully powered suit. Eman will be facing head-to-head with the Metroids here. Oh, it appears Eman picked up an extra missile tank somewhere. Must have missed that one. Alright, slowly dealing with these Metroids one by one. Certainly the safest way of clearing them out. Double super drops. Oof. Ouch. That is the last thing you wanted to see. That is the worst possible thing you could have seen from that Metroid. The last thing you want when you're full on supers is even more supers. Especially in Turian. The supers drops off this run have just been bonkers. Den is facing down Charlie. Appears he's gotten 3 pretty good patterns. Charlie's being really, really slow, but at least he's not exactly trolling Den. Oh my gosh. Super drops, I swear. Eman's not firing supers, though. I wonder why. You really need to use supers to conserve the missile ammo, or you're going to have a really, really long farm. Oh, Den missed a shot or two. Charlie's moving really fast. Oh, okay, good. He didn't die. I was worried there for a moment. Oh no, Emon's getting grabbed. Oh, there are going to be 5 Metroids coming at him. There we see the supers get used. Oh, and so many super drops. Oh no, he's getting grabbed. Oh, more supers. Hello. All right, so it's hard to dictate who the exact king of supers is, but I think I might say that Eman outshined Den here with the super luck. All right, so Den got his imperfectly powered suit. I know it claims to be the fully powered suit, but come on, it can't even shoot through walls or even cover the entire screen. How do you call that fully powered? At least give me a beam that covers the entire screen and nothing else. Anyways, we'll now be seeing Den make head for the end of the game. And the final boss, Metroid, we can see that Den picked up a 3rd super just after Charlie, which is the last item he will be collecting. Eman is going back to refill before taking on the Mother Brain. Add even more super drops! Oh, my condolences. You were looking for missile drops, not super drops. I realize why all of these top runners reset over lack of supers. It's because Eman and Den are stealing them all. So this is going to be a really long farm for Eman because he's really low on ammo and he was really low on health. Then swimming a nice spark, killing some pirates. He's going to have this pirate help him out here a little bit by shooting the bomb blocks away. Opening the door, you need, I believe, 49 and 4 to kill Mother Brain. And 2 Zebs. I'm not quite sure how many Zebs Eman killed before he went to refill. Alright, a face down with Mother Brain. We have more than enough ammo here to destroy this Mother Brain. What happened to all the supers? Did we tank a little supers here? This might be a longer fight than I would have expected. Oh, supers on the glass. Yeah, you want to do 4 missiles and 1 super to kill Mother Brain. You'll be able to 4-cycle her really quickly. Alright, well, either way, Mother Brain is dead, and we will be seeing an escape from Eman here in just a moment. Oh, Eman didn't press down. Has to do a traditional climb. Even I don't know how to deal with the traditional climb. I guess not a traditional climb, a vanilla climb, I suppose. It appears Den's taken a few hits. I don't think we'll see a refill from Den, but I certainly would be more careful if I were him. He's going through this maze room. Pirates can really end your day. This room is known for trolling people. Fortunately, he takes the room slow and steadily and doesn't take any hits. We're really fast approaching the end of the game here. And Eman makes his escape off planet Zebes. Den is about to enter Mecca here in just a moment. Alright, so Den is going to be looking for a claw from Mecha here. That way he can safely land 6 supers on the red circly ball thing in the core. Oh, that was really, really quick. I swear the RNG in this seed is so... Why can't I... it's so biased towards Den. Give me the seed. Are we going to see a bomb? No, we're not going to be seeing a bomb door. A door bomb, I should say. And Den is going to be making his escape here. I want to say he's on PB pace here. I really think he totally could put up a 41 with 41 with this. It's got to be quick, but he can totally pull up a 41 with this. Alright, so Eman is now starting Suitless. Like I said, Suitless can be dangerous if you don't know what the pirates are doing. However, I suppose I didn't mention this. Suitless has the benefit of always being the same every time. There is no RNG involved in Suitless whatsoever. So as long as you know the pirate patterns, you can safely skip the heal really easily. Then, come on, if you set this up really quickly, you're going to get a 41. You're going to PB. Be careful. Set it up. All right. Let's see if Eman gets the map skip. Oh, yes. Easy map skip. Every time. Oh, no, Den. All right. Nice ball spark. It's coming to the end. You can get the 41, I believe. It's going to be close. Really close. I don't think so. He's not. He's a little bit slow. I think storing that spark might be the end of you, Den. All right, and Den finishes with an official SRL time of 42:10. GG, Den. Congratulations on your victory and your advance to the next round of the losers bracket. Eman was skipped the heel of Suitless. I didn't quite catch that. Bold plays from Eman43. Very bold plays for skipping the heel. I can't believe I missed that. And it seems we're getting another slideshow stream from Eman's end. Anyways, I think we will be seeing Den in here in just a moment for some after-race interviews. Eman getting hit by the searchlight. He's going to have to run away from this pirate without being seen or shot. Eman, you're killing me. Oh no! Oh, that's rough. Oof, that one's gotta hurt. Will we be seeing a, yeah, Eman quit. I'm not quite sure what was going on there, but that was an interesting experience. You got crushed. We forgot to shoot the wall, so we ran right into it. All right, Dan, talk to me.
Hello.
How do you feel about your PB?
I hate it because I choked Charlie again.
Yeah, you certainly didn't have the best Charlie.
I think I was just having flashbacks to the last race.
Seems to be a running theme when I commentate your races.
I don't know what it is, man. I was on 41 pace, like convincing 41 pace. And I choked
you
it.
would have gotten to 41 if you hadn't restored your spark at the end of the...
I was pretty afraid that I dropped it, and I didn't want to risk it.
Well, you risked the 41 by storing your spark. And I can't say I can't say I blame you.
Yeah.
You still got a healthy PB.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm pretty close to 41, so I'm not too upset about it.
Yeah, that was a really, really fun race to commentate. There was a lot to talk about.
What did I miss?
I was finding it hard to shut up. Well, what you missed was the king of the super missile drops right here.
Oh.
you got a lot of super drops, my friend.
Yeah.
But if you thought you were lucky, you clearly weren't watching the race. Eman got like a super from like every single Metroid.
Oh my god, I'm jealous.
It was quite absurd. He also skipped the refill and crate and got 2 supers on his way to the boss.
Wow, holy crap, that's ballsy.
Yeah. He also supered the Zebatites and got supers instantly.
Interesting. Did he get Brinstar super or no?
Oh no, he didn't get Brinstar super.
Oh,
he
that's
went all
fascinating.
in.
Wow.
He got a fascinating number of supers.
Yeah.
Enough to put your fascinating number of supers in shame.
Interesting.
The RNG was very much in your favor, though.
Yeah.
That instant claw from Mecha.
Oh yeah. I think that was a pretty lucky run overall, and I think I played pretty solidly too for the most part. So
yeah, I think I realized why all of the top runners reset their runs in Turian. It's because you steal their super drops.
No, I've had plenty of resets in Torian to go around. Trust me, that was my best Torian in like 2 months.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
But what do you have to say about your run?
Other than Charlie, it was okay. I got a gold in Brinstar, which is pretty cool. I thought I was on sub 5 pace for Brinstar, but not quite.
501?
506.
All right, you'll get there. Just keep grinding.
Close enough.
The only person you'll ever hear that from is me, probably.
Yeah.
Just keep grinding Brinstar.
Oh, I've heard it.
But, yeah. I would say you had a pretty good run. Getting AWS first try must have felt really, really good.
Yeah. And my PB earlier today, I got second try acid worm skip, so I was pretty nervous going into that, But
yeah, to give you an idea, you were tied with my PB when you escaped Turian.
Oh, damn.
And then you ended up about a half a minute behind.
Ooh. Well, that's what happens when that kind of Charlie fight happens.
Yeah.
Oh well.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
Certainly wasn't a bad run by any means.
No.
I thought it was really, really, really good.
Yeah.
You're 2 PBs in 1 day, right?
Yeah. That's interesting, huh?
Well, clearly you're improving as a runner.
Yeah. I haven't had much time to grind runs lately, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah.
It's always nice to get PBs.
Yeah.
I guess I'll try and figure out who your next opponent is here in this tourney.
Sure.
Let's see here. You will be facing off against either Scotty or Neon Fuzz.
Oh, good. Well, that should be interesting.
I'm not quite sure what's going on with that match. I've heard Neon Fuzz is having problems with running BizHawk.
Okay.
So I'm not quite sure what's going to happen in that race, but
okay. No, let's see what happens. I mean, I never really take tournaments too seriously. They're pretty fun, so I just kind of go with it.
Yep. Yeah, just roll with it. Have some fun. Treat each race as just another challenge.
Yep.
Getting stressed out isn't going to help anyone. Any last words or anything else you have to say?
No, I think we're all done here.
All right, then I think I'll try and figure out what's coming next on Speed Gaming, since it doesn't look like Eman is going to be showing up for an interview.